Good afternoon, Lely community. Welcome to Miltrim Farms. My name is David Trimner. I am the general manager here at Miltrim Farms, and I'm about to show you kind of how we're doing here at our 18 robot facility. So we're just going to start a little bit about the dashboard. So far, things have been doing well. In just the last few months here, we've gone up almost 10 pounds a cow, and we're kind of consistently staying in that 95 to 96 pounds a cow range. When it comes to energy corrected milk, which is kind of how we like to measure things, we're running over that 100 pounds. We hit 103 pounds of energy corrected just the other week, which is exciting for us. So we're hoping to just keep going from there. I think our first goal is going to be to try to get to about 107 pounds of energy corrected, which would equal about 7 pounds of solids. Another thing that's going to matter to you guys, that's putting us around that 6,000 pounds per robot. We've already hit that number, but we'll just keep going up from there. So let's see a few other things. We consistently run our free time around that 9%, which for us seems to be a good target. Really keeps us efficient while giving just enough time for the robots to keep up to the cows and whatnot. So well, let's see what else is happening here at the farm. We've been really utilizing the activity monitors and the rumination for cow health. It's been really great. The team has really been utilizing the rumination and the milk weights on a cow-specific basis to really be able to tell how a cow's doing and being able to catch her if she's going down for whatever reason much quicker. And so that's been pretty important. And then we've also been breeding a lot on just activity as well. And we're seeing some positive things on that too. So I think our next step, let's head into the milk house and go take a look at that. One thing of interest, we like to keep tabs on all the robots. So we put all of the robot screens on this TV. So when the team is eating lunch, they can just kind of take a look and say, hey, is everything looking good? And right now we're seeing all greens, all 18 greens, which is what we want to see. So here we're in the milk house. So the way that our system is set up, we use bulk tanks. One of the reasons why most larger farms are going away from them, but we kept them because it's what we know. And when it comes to milk quality and whatnot, we like them. So how our system works is the two outside tanks fill at the same time, 9 robots and 9 robots. And then when those are full, the middle tank takes all 18. So that just fluctuates back and forth so that we always have time to empty the 2 outside tanks, get them washed, then empty the middle one, get it washed. It just keeps cycling back and forth, makes that a nice setup. Obviously, you see you got all the air valves that kind of run everything, make the wash work, make the milking process and the unloading process. Another thing here, we have the Mueller Nimbus system that controls, where the milk is going, and then it tells me how much is in each tank. So that's a nice little convenient setup there. And then another little interesting aspect is we just have a nice milk truck load-out bay here, and it's great for us being in Wisconsin. It can get to below 0 highs for a week or 2 weeks at a time, and so keeping the milk truck parked in here keeps it warm and takes up less shop space for us. So, all right, gang, we're here in the center of the barn. So what we've got, again, we're 18 robots here. So we've got 2 feed alleys, 3 robot pens. How the robots are set up is they're in an L shape. And why we do that is because it allows us to sort cows out and then keep them in the sort pens if needed so that they can get milked over and over again. So they can live in these sort pens for as long as we need them to, which is convenient, particularly for fresh heifers to train them. It works out really well in that regard. Another interesting fact, the barn is set up for cow comfort in all regards. We use reclaimed sand to bed with, and then we also have a neutral pressure system and flush the alleys so that we don't have to go in there as little as possible. We don't have to go in and disturb the cows. Things are just kind of done automatically. So, one Lely product we have is we have the Junos. We don't have any going on right now, but each alley has its own Juno. So right now we have 3. And once the last 12 robots go in, which will happen here this summer,
we'll have 30 robots in this facility. Then we'll have 5 going. So we also use the Lely Luna brushes as well. It helps keep the cows a little bit cleaner. The downside with the flush is their back ends are going to be just a little bit dirtier. So the Luna, because of its unique shape and how it works the rear end, it really does a good job of cleaning them. So that's another great product that we like using. Why don't we head into the robot room? So here we're just in the CU room. For those of you who don't know, you've got 1 CU per 2 robots. So just your typical vacuum pump and whatnot in here. And then we keep all our chemical, keeps things nice and tidy to have them in here. So. Here we're in one of our 4 robot rooms. The rooms that we have either have 4 robots or generally 1 robot. There's a few with 2, just how the layout is. But having 4 rooms, it's really efficient, and it's nice to have as many in as few rooms as possible. And for our setup, it just worked out well this way. So just some interesting things. Right now we still have a young herd, but we're still doing well. Like I said, about 95, 96 pounds a cow. One of my big hopes is that just with the robot setup, first off, it's a free flow system, so it allows the cows to do whatever they want, whenever they want. My hope is that as we see this kind of natural environment for the cow, it pushes longer lifespan, and that's a benefit to everyone. It's longer living cows, and it's more productive cows, because your 4th and 5th lactation girls are the ones that are going to make you the most milk. And so I want to see a lot more of those cows in this facility because of how this is set up to kind of tailor to the cow more than it does to a person, like a traditional college system does. So I think it's really going to, I think it's going to produce a lot of awesome things in the future, and I'm excited to see where it all goes. Another thing that is really interesting is just the technology that Lely has in their software. Right here, I can look at this cow. I can see she's projected to give 31 pounds of milk. I can look into her and see, hey, how's she doing? She's a 132-pound cow. She's a nice, productive girl. You have all this data at your fingertips, which is really really helpful when it comes to making decisions. So, again, when it comes to the software is continuing to learn and be upgraded to be able to be more cow specific and milk each cow as an individual, which is something you can't do in a parlor. When a cow comes in with a group of other 40 or 50 cows, however big your parlors, they all get milk the same for the most part. All 4 cups go on, all 4 cups go off. Here you've got individual quartering. So what that means is each quarter is milked individually and can come off when it's done. If a cow happens to need more time, you can make that happen. Another interesting thing is, again, with the software that's continuing to be upgraded, eventually they're going to be able to really track a cow based on what her need is. If she's supposed to be giving a lot of milk and really going to have a big letdown, maybe she doesn't need as much time. Well, let's say she came in a half hour or an hour earlier than what was expected. We'll give her a little more stimulation to really help that milk letdown and keep her a really healthy cow. So just what the Lely robot brings, it's pretty exciting, that's for sure. It's really going to be awesome to see where the software goes, because with the new Lely A5s, I feel like the hardware is there, and the software will just continue to improve. Better AI, better attachments and this and that, and so many things that will continue to improve. And this robot's already a really impressive machine. It really does a great job of doing what it's supposed to do, which is milking cows.